And we've just had the first match completed in about 15 minutes, so a slight delay earlier. Things are back on track, it would appear. And now it's time for mixed doubles. Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran take on Hong Kong, China's third seed pair of Tang and Sweat. Well, looking at how it's all placed in the brackets in this part of the draw, the winner of this match takes on either the Mummeries or Wong and Lim will be the favourites in that one. It is a first meeting between these pairs.
On the court, it's dripping, so we are looking at it, mopping in between. Okay. Okay. Your choice, red or black?
Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran are, of course, very new as a pairing.
Who's that? That's your ball service? Okay. Outside, receives. Thank you. Okay.
Now, I just heard the umpire just telling the players about that floor has got that dripping problem, and they're going to have to keep mopping away whenever they can.
The water.
So let's talk about Puavaranukroh.
Yeah, we should be okay.
169 centimeters tall, 27-year-old, is 100th in the world, and of course, former world #1 with Sub-Series TotalEnergies, achieved about 4 years ago. This is last week was the first of his 17 HSBC BWF World titles that he won without Sub-Series TotalEnergies. Won with this player here, Paewsampran, who's 25, 163 centimeters tall, so not much shorter than her partner. And that, by the way, was her first ever HSBC BWF World Tour title, that Japan Masters. They beat Tom Jekyll and Delphine Delroux in the final in 3. Tang at 29, he's tallest person here at 178. Currently 7th in the world. They have been higher at #2, achieved in May of 2017 at the World Championships in 2018. They finished 3rd, as they did in 2021. Also got a silver medal at the Asian Games in 2018. Sweat is 33 years of age, so the oldest one here, 166 centimeters tall. And as a partnership, they have got 6 titles together. They won this year's German Open, and they were runners-up at the Super 750 Japan Open. Fantastic result, losing to Jan Sembang and Wei Yaxin.
Ready to play?
What a fantastic result that is for Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran, who sort of had a bit of a mixed bag since coming together. Maybe mixed bags actually being a little too generous. They really hadn't got very far. Sort of a similar story to what we saw with Jakob Sindberg from Denmark as an umpire. what we saw with Boyer and Tabling. Sada Shah Hosseini from Austria is our service judge. So yeah, for them to now have come back and won that tournament, that just gives them massive confidence as a pairing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Beat the informed goal
on my
support
right,
Laishvan Jamie along the way as well.
Puavaranukroh and
Tabling and Boyer, by the way.
Thailand. And on my left, Tang and Si Ying Sweat, Hong Kong, China. Puavaranukroh to serve, to Si Ying Sweat. Love all. Play. Service over.
Nice touch there from Tang, who will get good support here. Hong Kong, of course, just literally across a body of water from each other. Shenzhen and Hong Kong facing each other. Nearest Chinese city to Hong Kong. Connected, in fact, by ferry and even the underground and the train. Easy to get to. Yeah, just to reiterate what I was saying, I mean, before winning last week's Kumamoto Masters Japan, they were out in the first round of the Denmark Open, the Thai pairing, second round of the Arctic Open, and the... sorry, that was the first, those are the two tournaments that they played together in. So, this was only their fourth tournament together. Good start here for the Hong Kong pair. Well, they're just not a response at the moment from Paewsampran and Puavaranukroh. Well, they've got to stop these run of points. Oh, wonderfully done. Tang and Si Ying Sweat are playing so well at the moment. There's just no way through for Paewsampran and Puavaranukroh.
Love.
Well, just the way it's going at the moment, they are in real problems. They finally get the first point on the board.
1-8. Two, 8.
Sometimes you just need that 1 point to open up the floodgates, as it were, and there you go. 3 points in a row, better. Now trailing by 5.
Line judge. That's up. The line. Three, 8. Service over. 9-3.
Back to up towards a 6-point lead. They'd love to get up to that 8-point mark. Give themselves a very healthy cushion.
Service over.
Well, that heavily strapped up right knee of Paewsampran is not seemingly affecting her too much.
Service over. 10-4. Wipe the board.
Well, it is, of course, the
A little bit more.
preferred end. And this far side, and of course, they've got that little bit of trippage there, but yeah, I think it's being shown right now on the scoreline. And a fantastic start from Tang and taking sweat. At the interval, they lead 11-4.
Yeah, a second. The system is working. We just need to change the smoke. It's very wet.
เห็นหรือเปล่าว่าเขาถนัดมืออะไรอ้าวแล้วตีไปยังไงอ้าวผมบอกแล้วไงเตรียมอะไรบ้างยังไม่ได้เตรียมเลยลงมาเรื่องเสิร์ฟมาออกไปก่อนออกไปก่อนบังคับลูกบังคับเกมเป็นยังไงเกมต้องเป็นยังไงให้เขาเคลื่อนที่แบบไหน
20 seconds.
ดูด้วย
Code 1, 20 seconds. Supisada receive. 11-4. Play. Service over. 5-11.
We've got to give credit because in that previous match, Boye and tumbling. They were on that far end, on the harder end. Adapted very well to it.
6.
Power there for
11.
Puavaranukroh. Difficult to withstand that one. Yeah, they took a very impressive 7-point lead, 69, but then Chinese clawed their way back into it to win. Hong Kong pair here have taken full advantage.
Service over.
Up by
12.
6 here.
6. Service over. 7, 12. Eight, 12.
Well, they're doing well here. They've halved the lead of 8 it was at one stage. The Thailand pair. They've won 8 of the last 12 points, make it 9 of the last
9, 12.
13. So that's impressive.
Tang.
Very, very impressive comeback here. Can they continue? They've made a game of it now because they were out of it at that point, weren't they, earlier when they were love 8 down. This is
12.
kind of what we saw in the previous game. Except it's happening on the so-called harder end from Paewsampran and Puavaranukroh.
Fault. Interesting net. Service over. 13.
Right, across the
7.
net there, according to the umpire. Went against the ties. No dissent whatsoever. Here we'll have I thought we might get a look at it from here. Oh, did she clip the net, maybe? See from there.
Service over. 11, 13.
Just 2 points in it. Really impressive for Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran to get back into this.
Out. Service over. 14, 11.
So the Hong Kong pair desperate to try and rebuild that lead that they had, and impressive what it was as well.
15,
Well wide from
11.
Paewsampran. Done well. That was Tang Man, kept it alive from really low down.
16, 11.
Here you go. Oh, he did so well there. And in fact, it was such a good shot that I think Puavaranukroh found it tough going around the head. And oh, it's in.
Service over.
Oh, they left it thinking that was going to go out. I thought that was going out as well.
12.
It did look, for all intents and purposes, like it was. stayed in. We'll get more in the drift situation when my fellow commentator joins me in the next match onwards. See if there's any sideways drift as well.
Service over.
Saying Sweat, she's so good in those sort of situations.
17-12.
And just when it was looking like it was getting edgy for Tang and Sir, they've just had to put up a bit of a cushion now of points. Still up by 5. Up to 6. Now, Tanchuman saying Sweat, they were out in the second round of last week's Kumamoto Master Japan. They lost to Go Xinwan, Cheng Fang Hui. Before that, the Denmark Open. They got to the semis, lost to Feng Yang Huang Dongping. They absolutely should have won that. With such control, and in that last game, they kind of, well, before the last game, they threw it away. 21-19 it ended. There was 2 points between them in each of the 3 games. It really was tight. And that one's going to hurt. Sting, that one. And the Macau Open, closer to home. They lost in the quarterfinals. The China Open, second round. And in their home tournaments in Hong Kong Open, they got to the semi-finals.
13.
And yeah, lost in the final of the Japan Open right after the Olympics, where they lost in the quarterfinals to Xiu Jie and Che Yu-jung, the world champs. And now 7 game points for Tang and Seo. Goes down the line, excellent shot from Tang Chunman.
First game won by
And in the end, they do end up winning by that 8-point margin, which they'd set up at the start. And so it was a very, very decent fight back by Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran to get within 2, but all of a sudden, at 13-11, they won 8 of the next 10 points, Tang and Seo. 21-13 then to the Hong Kong pair.
แก้ไขมึงจะทำอะไรเกมมึงเดินเกมได้มึงไม่เดินมึงก็ไปเล่นตามเขาเดี๋ยวมึงก็ขึ้นเดี๋ยวมึงก็หนุนเดี๋ยวมึงก็นี่แทนที่เข้าปุ๊บจะบีบปุ๊บหาจังหวะหยุดลูกหาจังหวะแทนพอนั่งปุ๊บไปเพลินอีกแล้วมึงไม่ได้สังเกตเขาอ่ะมึงไม่ได้ดูมึงไม่เห็นเขามึงก็ตีไปตามที่มึงอยากตีแล้วทำไมตีตามใจตัวเองก็คือเขาเปิดโตก็อย่าตีแบบโตเขาตอนที่มึงไล่ขึ้นมาเนี่ยมันช่องว่างตลอดให้ลูกไปหวนก็ไม่เห็นมีอะไรเขายืนดักอยู่ตลอดเวลาเขาไม่ได้เคลื่อนที่เขายืนดักอยู่มึงตีอย่างเคลื่อนที่ไม่ได้แค่นั้นเองไม่เห็นมีอะไรจะขึ้นมา
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Very good. Second game, level, play. One, love.
Fine first game then for the Thai pair, for the Hong Kong pair against the Thai pair. Now, change of ends. It's going to be interesting to see how they both adapt. Oh, great reactions, but again, only so much you can do in those kind of situations from Tang Chunman.
Oh. Yes.
Reiterate again, if the drift is coming from behind Tang and Tse, it means that the Thai pair now go into that drift, meaning that they can play their shots with freedom. They can put everything into it, knowing that there'll be some resistance. Whereas the Hong Kong pair have got to be a little bit more circumspect.
2, 1.
Yeah, you can see again immediately how much more comfortable Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran are, and conversely how much tougher it is for Tang and Tse now. Mind you, in that last match, Chung and Tang
4-1.
didn't seem to have too many problems. But there was a lot going on in that last match as well, I think, to be fair. Nicely done by Tang.
2-4.
Just out.
Service over. 5-2.
Oh, he's going to put some pressure on there. Puavaranukroh, there you go. Relentless from him.
6-2.
The power that he can generate. Well, that title they won earlier this year, sorry, the Hilo Open towards the end of last year was the first one that Tang and Tse won in since 2019. They were at the peak of their powers in 2018-19. World Champs as well. 2021 they got to the World Champs semi-finals.
Service over.
And of course, COVID also didn't help their situation.
3-6.
But this has been a good year for them. 2023-24, they got to a Super 750 final in both years. French Open last year and the Japan Open this year. Both times losing to Zhang Zhengbang and Wei Yaxin. And last year they won the Hilo Open, this year they won the German Open. So similar sort of years.
Service over. 4-7. Service ball called. Too high.
Too high, the serve.
8-4.
Well, when you're behind it and then you serve like that, then of course it's very frustrating. Badminton Sweat still have a real shot here of the World Tour Finals.
Service over.
At the moment, there are 3 Chinese pairs in there.
5.
Chen Xing and Zhang Qiu's, we saw them in that last match. Are not going to make it. Pretty far behind from Yang Tse, Huang Dongping and Zhang Zhengbang and Wei Yaxin. So that's given Tang Chunman and Tang Sweat their opening to get to the top 8.
Service over.
Doesn't get that over, Tang.
9-6.
Flick serve.
10.
Excellent one there from Paewsampran.
Service over. 7-10.
Oh, very, very well placed. That's a really good shot played by Puavaranukroh. And at the interval here, much better from the ties. They lead by 4. But it's the Hong Kong pair who've got the lead overall in games, having won the first one.
Defense also can block cross. Okay, and smash full space to the girl, the backhand. Not so good defense. Okay, come on, shoot.
我盡量多啲，我盡量 keep 多少轉
More speed, more speed.
最中半場㗎，一係對角，一係中間，我哋一齊跟佢。
More speed, shoot. Okay, more speed.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
More speed, I think, was what the Hong Kong coach was saying there. And
11-7. Yeah, white foot. Right.
oh, wonderful from Tang Sweat. Look at that.
8-11.
Excellent. Well, this has been a good post-interval session so far
11.
from Tang and Sweat. This is more what they want to see. Playing on the front foot here. Three in a row. 4 in a row, sorry, excuse me, 3.
10,
Got to get my maths right here, but yeah, much better from the Hong Kong pair. And now within a point of their opponents. Oh, this has been excellent. 4 points in a row. That's the joint best run now with their opponents who had 4 at the start. Make it 5. Wow.
12-11.
Looks like that little interval chat had the desired effect. But the drift also has an effect here.
12-all. 13-12.
Puavaranukroh looking to ensure that they didn't give up that lead, that decent lead that they had. That might have been going out, that one too. Clipping the net there from Puavaranukroh. Oh, delicate touch there. Oh, lovely reaction as well from Tang Sweat. They all had a good laugh at that one. I'm not quite sure that's what she meant to do, but they don't care right now. They get the points.
13 all. Quick.
Look at this. Kind of in two minds. It worked out for her. She enjoys the moment. She knows that they probably got away with one there. Oh, what a touch. Brilliant from Tang Sweat. It was nice to see all of them enjoy that one. And from a match perspective, we are back to level scores.
All.
Well, they've been in the lead for pretty much, what, 80% of this game so far. Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran. And what would appear to be the preferred end. Hong Kong play have adapted well. That's nicely done from Paewsampran.
14-13.
Now let's just have a look at, in terms of the head-to-head, how Tang and Tang Sweat were up against Puavaranukroh and his former partner, TotalEnergies. Yeah, it is 7-2 in favour of the ties on that one. Though Tang and Tang Sweat had won the last meeting. Guess what?
15,
At this very tournament, the China
13.
Masters quarter-final last year, they won comfortably. 21-12, 21-12. Well, they've just accelerated again. Every time they don't allow their opponents to take the lead. The ties. Good shot there from Tang Sweat, but that's gone long again.
16-13.
So every time they get close, they push ahead the ties.
Service over. 14-16.
Now when it's up against Paewsampran and her former partner, Sudirman, has only met once before. Tang and Tang Sweat beat them. And that was a long time ago at the Indonesia Masters in 2021. Comfortable win. Just clipping the net there from Tang Sweat.
15,
Again, it's really
16.
seesawed this, isn't it? Going back and forth.
Service over. 17-15.
Well, the pattern has been this, hasn't it? Every time Tang and Tang Sweat get right up there
Tang, get ready.
within a point of or so, or sometimes even at level, just when it seems like they might put some pressure on to go in front. Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran find an extra gear. Oh, looking for the stop drop, didn't work. Now, can they take the lead? They briefly did so at 12-11. Hong Kong pair.
Sixteen, 17.
Just a point in it now. Oh, he's missed that.
18, 16.
Probably just as well that Puavaranukroh didn't make any contact. Again, just give themselves some breathing space here. The ties. They were kind of targeting Paewsampran in that one.
17, 18.
Just some reassuring words there from Tang. A point in it.
Get ready.
Oh, has he got that? No, it's just out. So, the right idea, wasn't it? There was a lot of court there to aim at. Oh, that's got to be annoying for him. Another opportunity to draw level. Gonna miss. Below the net, Tang Sweat couldn't get that over, and there's 3 game points here for the Thai pair. And that will take us into a rubber. Tumbles over, easy one for Paewsampran, and that means we're at 1-all, and we'll go into a third. Well, they pretty much led from the front, and then it tightened up just after the interval. Fine run from the Hong Kong-China pair, but it wasn't quite enough. Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran win the second game, 21-17.
เพราะฉะนั้นเวลายืนรับหรือเวลายืนเองไม่ต้องเห็นลูกจบเห็นลูกมากระทบไม้จบเห็นลูกมันไม้รองนั่นคือรับได้จบแล้วแต่ไม่ต้องเดี๋ยวกูจะเอาแรงกับทิศทางปุ๊บกูห้อยไปนู่นไปนี่สบายๆที่เกี่ยวใช่ไหมแล้วดูที่เกมจะเล่นอะไรจะทำอะไรจะเดินเกมอะไรจะนู่นอะไรเองคิดช็อตนี้เองคิดได้เว้ยคิด1คิด3ได้แต่ต้องปฏิบัติ1ก่อนแล้วค่อยปฏิบัติ3ไม่ใช่1ปุ๊บยังไม่ได้ปฏิบัติจะไป3เลยไม่ได้เข้าใจป่ะทีละขั้นตอนมันเป็นขั้นตอนอยู่เข้าใจมันได้กลิ่นแล้วดูที่ไอคอร์ดหมุนลูกมันอันเดอร์ด้านแบ็คแฮนด์นะเข้าใจอะไรอันเดอร์ด้านแบ็คแฮนด์วางครึ่งตก
我哋夠膽去，主要我哋追住個女仔打咯。就算係攞咗網前，好抽嘅我抽對過，如果唔係執俾個女仔先，跟住我重點。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Tang, get ready.
Yeah.
Final game. Love all. Play.
So, as you mentioned, there's that end which both pairings have preferred, that far end now, which is where the Hong Kong-China pair are on.
Service over.
So the conventional thinking now is that you build up as big a lead as you can here at the interval from the Hong Kong-China perspective, going into this trickier end closer to us.
Service over. 1 all.
And of course, that's not taking into account the fact that both pairings would have learnt quite a lot about being on this trickier end. So you probably see an uptick in performance here from the time. Look at that. Emphatic from Puavaranukroh.
2 1.
Well, they will have that momentum, having just won the last game.
Service over. 2 all.
Oof, that looked like it might just have been veering out. That's gone long. That's the
3
drift at work.
2.
Slightly flatter shot though.
ต่อลงมันจะได้ลูกลงตอนนี้ไปเหวี่ยงจากข้างล่างไปจับ
Instructions coming out there in ties, you may have just heard. Just lost his footing there. You may have seen Puavaranukroh kind of slipped, and he's looking down on the ground, and that's why it's just getting a little wipe down. Yeah, well out in the end. Now wet patch still getting 10-2 on that far end. I think overall the problem there's been kind of mitigated now.
Yep. 4 2. Service over. 3 4.
Just a point in it, so it is certainly tightening up, isn't it? Easy one there for Tang.
5 3.
Oh, wouldn't go over. Thought about it.
4
On the top of that tape.
5.
It's in, that one. Well, that one goes long. And we're all square here.
5 all.
Now, what's interesting is, in the previous two games, the scores were not tied. It was pretty much the pairing on the far end kind of ran away with things at the beginning. But here, this is good news as far as Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran are concerned. They are a quarter of the way through this final game, and they are level.
Service over. 6-5.
And you'd want a margin of about, let's say, 4 or 5 points if you can. That's what Tang and Sir would be wanting.
Seven, 5.
They just want a couple of quick ones here. Well, this has been much better from Tang and Sir.
8-5.
And also a relief for them that they've edged ahead. Now, of course, they've had 3 in a row. They get another 3 more. That puts them in a really good position at 11-6, 11-5 rather, going into the interval. A nice 6-point lead would be perfect, but they've
Too high.
conceded one here
Service over.
off a rather careless service error here,
8.
with it being too high. Service judge there keeping an eye on proceedings and has called that one. Is that the little glimmer of hope here for the Thais to stay in this game and match? Went for that one, didn't she, Paewsampran?
9-6.
Oh, he went for that, but it was well placed from Puavaranukroh.
7.
Threw himself at that
Man judge, wipe the
Tang Chunman, or rather it was Paewsampran who played that. Well, really, this is now the bare minimum that Tang Chunman and Seo Sweat would want. A 4-point lead. They've got to win the next 2, really. Give themselves that cushion. Then again, they will have also adapted better, you'd feel, to that to this trickier end. Just to remind you that the last 2 interval scores were
7-9.
it was actually at one point 10-6.
8-9.
This is not good for the for the Hong Kong-China pair. Tang and Seo were 10-6 up in the first game, and then it tightened up to this is really good. 9-all. Sorry, it was in the first game. It was 11-4 to Tang and Seo. In the second game, it was 11-7 to Paewsampran and Puavaranukroh. So this is by far the closest of the 3, as you'd probably expect, as they have got more used to conditions.
Ten, 9.
They're saying it was short on the... Oh, That's a tough one. That's a really tight one. Really, really tight. But it's gone in favour of the Thais, who now take the lead. For the first time since very early on here.
10-all.
Very, very nicely played by Puavaranukroh. And at the interval here, it's the Thais who are in front. They were behind for much of it. And they have a slender 1-point lead. How handy will that come in the final reckoning? We shall see shortly.
Get again, yeah. Rose fast, rose again. Yeah, that's right. They get early, you know. That's right. Okay, sometimes position defense is fast. Come on, try fast, bro. Just break, wait for the girls just waiting. Oh, you know. Yeah. Get soft. Get a little soft. Okay.
Court 1,
呢個
20
拉得
seconds.
好好，我啲波
Court 1,
我點咁啊？
20
數據
seconds.
跟住之後其實你跟得好嗰啲，我哋喺度 keep 住。
Ready on court.
Yeah.
Eleven, 10. Play.
So now we have Tang on
11-all.
what was a trickier end earlier. And they're all square. And in fact, they've gone in front. Well, we did say there will be an improvement from both pairings on this closer end. That might have gone out. It does now from
Service over. 12-all. Service over.
it's a seesaw already, isn't it?
13-12.
Oh, one go over, right on the top. That wheels away. That knowing look.
13-all.
Well, it's been back and forth since the interval.
Oh! 14-13. Service over. 14-all.
No one taking a firm grip on things. Remember, Puavaranukroh and Paewsampran at the end that they would seemingly prefer. Oh, yeah. Jumping up and down there, Paewsampran.
15.
Tang insert in front. No one really able to put on consecutive points at the moment.
15 all.
Going down to the wire. Well, this is a credit to this new partnership of Supisada, Paewsampran and Dechapon Puavaranukroh that they are able to hold on. Hold a very experienced pair like this. Oh, he's lost his footing there, Tang. Paewsampran kills it off nicely.
16.
They looked like it was in some trouble earlier. Tang Chunman recovered.
Sends over.
Well, it continues the back and forth. At the moment, the trading in points. Oh, that might have gone out of play. I think that was going out. And that's got to be frustrating.
17, 16.
Well, this pattern of back and forth has started since the interval. Which is, I guess, in a way, you could look at it from Tang and Sis' point of view, they'll be pretty happy with this. They've been able to stay close.
17 all.
So nothing in it here with 4 points left to win for either pairing. Maybe a run of consecutive points will make the difference.
$17 all.
Wow.
17.
That is the first time we've had consecutive points here, and that might just be the boost they need. Hong Kong pair. Yeah, they're on a roll now.
19.
It has come at the
17.
perfect time for Tang Chunman and Se Ying Sweat. match points for the Hong Kong-China pair
20, match
after a
point,
run of
17.
4 in a row. What a time for them to put on a run like that. Did well to get there, Tang Chunman. That was awkward for Paewsampran, and the Hong Kong-China pair win through. Well, they adapted superbly here. They were trailing by 1 at the interval, but they clearly had got to grips with this nearer end.
Match won
And
by
they've gone on to
Tang
win.
Chunman and Si Ying Sweat.
After what was quite a tight little period, wasn't it?
13, 17, 21, 21, 17.
Delight there for Tang Chunman. So they'll be absolutely delighted to advance to the next round. At the expense of the last week's Kumamoto Masters Japan winner. Winners there, the Thai pairing. They are out early on here in China. 21-13, 17-21, 21-17. Tang Chunman and Si Ying Sweat, the third seeds from Hong Kong, China, beat the Thai pairing of Denchapon Puavaranukroh and Supisada Paewsampran in 3 games. It's taken them 61 minutes to do it. Welcome to the Shenzhen Gymnasium. This is the China Masters 2024, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour, the Super 750 here on Court 1. We are into the men's